Hello everyone, hopes all of you are fine and welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss forearm pronation in grade 2. First of all, we will discuss about position of patient. Position of patient is short sitting with elbow flex between 45 degree and 90 degree and elbow flex to 90 degree. Forearm is neutral. Position of therapist, support the test arm by cupping the hand under the elbow. Test, patient pronate the forearm. Instruction to patient, turn your palm facing outward away from your face. Now we will discuss forearm pronation in grade 1 and grade 0. Position of patient is short sitting. Arm is positioned as far as for grade 3 test. Position of therapist, support the forearm just distal to the elbow. The fingers of the other hand are used to palpate the pronator teres over the upper third of the volar flexor surface of the forearm on a diagonal line from the medial condyle of humerus to the lateral border of radius. Test, patient attempts to pronate the forearm. Instruction to patient, try to turn your palm down. Now we will discuss wrist extension in grade 5 and in grade 4. First of all, position of patient, old test, short sitting, forearm is supinated, wrist is in neutral position or slightly flexed. Position of therapist, one hand supports the patient's forearm under the wrist. Test, patient flexes the wrist keeping the digits and thumb relaxed. To test both wrist flexors, the examiner applies resistance to the palm of test hand using 4 fingers or the hypothenar eminence. Resistance is given evenly across the hand in a straight down direction into wrist extension. To test the flexor carpi radialis, place the patient's wrist in radial deviation and slight wrist extension. Resistance is applied with index and long fingers over the first and second metacarpal's radial side of the hand in the direction of extension and ulnar deviation. To test the flexor carpi ulnaris, place the wrist in ulnar deviation and slight wrist extension. Resistance is applied over fifth metatarsal ulnar side of the hand in the direction of extension and radial deviation. Instruction to patient, old test. Bend your wrist, hold it, don't let me pull it down, keep your fingers relaxed. Now we will discuss wrist flexion in grade 3. First of all, position of patient, starting position with forearm supinated and wrist neutral as in grade 5 and 4 test. Position of therapist, support the patient's forearm under the wrist. Test, to test both flexor, wrist flexors, patient flexes the wrist straight up without resistance and without radial or ulnar deviation. To test the flexor carpi radialis, patient flexes the wrist in ulnar deviation. To test the flexor carpi ulnaris, patient flexes the wrist in ulnar deviation. Instruction to patient for both wrist flexors, bend your wrist, keep it straight with your fingers relaxed. For flexor carpi radialis, bend your wrist leading with the thumb side. For flexor carpi ulnaris, bend your wrist leading with the little finger.